live in just 22 of Chicago's 77 communities. And those communities are 96% black. We have 33 communities that are 90% white and only 5% black. Racial segregation is the order of the day. And it's the south and west sides that are black, and the southwest, northwest, north sides that are white. And it's like two different cities with two different mayors. You have the good Rom over here running the north, northwest, and southwest sides, and he implements best practices. For example, when structures go into foreclosure in the white community, he brings in the financial institutions, brings in the community, and they preserve and protect those properties until someone is ready to take them over. On the south and west sides, Ron has a program called Fast Track Demolition. They go in 3 weeks, they take a piece of property, board it up, put a red X on it, schedule it for demolition, and it's down in just a matter of another few weeks. So on the south side and west side, you have 13,500 vacant lots. Vacant lots don't generate any revenue. People don't pay property taxes because the city owns those vacant lots. And the city has to provide upkeep for those vacant lots and protect those vacant lots from vagrants and wrongdoers. On the northwest, southwest, and north side, we have 0 vacant lots. So, that's just half the story. There's no economic development on the south and west sides of the city of Chicago. No grocery stores. There are food deserts in those 22 black communities. No fresh produce, fresh meat, no fresh dairy. You have mothers who are shopping in gas stations with their link cards. I want to get rid of link cards in the city of Chicago. I don't see any reason in this day and age that people should be learning and training their children to go and apply for public aid. Chicago has too much to offer. And if we treat everybody the same, if we treated everybody equally, if we develop each neighborhood on a mirror kind of basis, if we did the same thing on the south and west sides that we do on the north and northwest side, in the north side, and the south side and southwest side, Chicago would be a better place. And we'd be more competitive in this national and global economy. We cannot afford to lag behind the rest of the world, but as long as you have this drag on the south and west side, people unemployed, 44% of the people living below the poverty line. As long as you have an inferior system of education on the south and west sides, Chicago is going to continue to lag behind the rest of the world. We'll never be competitive. We live in a global economy. And today's global economy was made possible by the painstaking development of a global civil society. These were preachers and teachers and politicians and regular old family members and friends and consumers and companies who learned to communicate and cooperate with each other across all geographical, sociological, philosophical, ideological, political, all linguistic, all cultural barriers. They were determined to figure out who they were in life by comparing themselves to other people and making certain that the rest of the world wasn't getting ahead. And then along came the internet. And people lost their power. So then you had the 1% versus the 99%. Well, I'm fortunate that I represent the voice of the 99%. People who are just trying to get through life and be good to their neighbors. You know, so I fight for the homeless, the disadvantaged, disabled, disconnected youth. I fight for our senior citizens. I fight for those people who live check to check. In a political race, that's almost a liability because those are the people without resources. So when they start talking about this person has $30 million, this person has $1.5 million, look at the people they represent. Ron doesn't get $30 million from average people. He gets $30 million from the corporations who want to buy Chicago. The corporations who would like to get a hold of all those vacant lots and turn them into luxury high-rise buildings which generate millions of dollars a year. He gets money from those persons who would love to do business with the city of Chicago. You know, the city of Chicago is a place where the mayor makes millionaires and turns millionaires into billionaires. But it's usually those people that he knows, like, and trusts that benefits from that system. So we got a lot of work to do. I would never, as mayor of the city of Chicago, suggest that we engineer the migration or assimilation of blacks into the white communities. That would only serve to destabilize those communities. History has taught us that it wouldn't make sense to do that. Instead, what I'd love to do is stabilize and empower those persons living in the African American communities and the other underserved communities, and rebuild those communities for their children with a commitment to diversity, inclusion, and mixed income communities. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready.
I got some questions for you.
Great.
All right.